2001. A Minnesota man plans to travel to Scotland to see an 8-year-old girl and her mother, who he met over the internet. The St. Paul Police Department notified Scotland Yard's pedophile unit to be on the lookout for the man. On August 8th, the St. Paul police were informed that a 48-year-old man was denied access to Scotland. Before he could return home, the police accessed his computer, where they found he was friends with several girls who called him Grandpa. This is just one example that proves how dangerous the internet can be for children. Children shouldn't use the internet because children are susceptible, children are prey, and children are careless. Children shouldn't use the internet for 3 reasons. First, I will tell you how vulnerable children can be while using the internet, which leads me to my first point. Children are susceptible. According to Dr. Stephen Doshin, the medical editor of Kids Health, there are predators online that are looking just to harm children. These predators are usually looking for information such as home address, phone numbers, or names of family members, information that should never be given out. Also, friendships made in the virtual world should never ever leave the virtual world. The organization Enough is Enough was created so that it could make the internet safer for children and families. And it says that child pornography is the fastest growing business on the internet. In 2008, just 3 years ago, there was 1,536 individual child abuse domains. That is simply too many websites with child pornography. As I've stated, there are too many people trying to take advantage of children who are easily deceived. Next, it is shown that because children are so easily deceived, sexual predators will take advantage and make them their victims. Which transitions to the next point. Children are prey. Cheryl Preston, nationally recognized expert in internet regulation, says that children have been the target of sexual predators for years. It is said that for many years now, there has been a huge movement by politicians to stop the spread of child pornography, yet there has been no effective way of stopping it. Pornographers are now finding new and ingenious ways to get through filters, which multiplies the number of sexually explicit sites on the internet. Younger and younger children are now learning to use the computer, and thus the internet, that makes them open and able to see these sexually explicit sites that are just not age appropriate. Enough is Enough also says that the statistics for child abuse online in America's youth is very scary. Research shows that 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually victimized by the time they're adults. That means in my high school graduating class of 34 kids, with 15 girls and 19 boys, there should have been 3 girls and 5 boys in my class that were sexually victimized. Also, it says that 644,865 registered sex offenders are in the United States, and somehow 10,000 have been lost in the system. That means 10,000 sexual predators are still making children their prey. Even with all this information and statistics about how dangerous sexual predators can be, there still seems to be nothing being done. In fact, children are even more careless on the internet, and once again, are made prey. Lastly, children are careless. Kids Health is a beneficial website that teaches kids how to use the internet safely. Some chat room rules involve not creating a username or an email address that involves any personal information about yourself. Also, children need to leave a conversation they're not comfortable with immediately and inform their parents. Enough is Enough also says that children are often careless because they know exactly what is going on. Only 5% of predators conceal the fact that they're adults. 80% actually make their intentions known to the child. And often children are even more careless because they know exactly what is going on and they know the intentions of their predator. 16% actually considered meeting with their predator, while in fact 8% actually have met. As I've stated, children are careless and sexual predators take advantage of this. In my previous story with the Minnesota man, he was then arrested on counts of child pornography. It is our job to protect our youth, and it's our job to stand up for them. If it's a brother, a sister, a niece, a nephew, a friend, or a cousin, it's our duty to stand up for them and protect them against the evils of child pornography. Children shouldn't use the internet because children are susceptible, children are prey, and children are careless. Thank you.